Yeah, very good morning to you. Whatever, I don't know whether I should even say good morning, but morning. Hello. Maybe I should just say hello and welcome, because I know that a whole lot of people are waking up and racking their brains on how to get out of the fuel situation mess, looking for how to get petrol here and there. That was the way they went to bed last night. I saw some few filling stations, NNPC, where people were on queue, anticipating supply of the purium metal spirit that did not come. Eventually, they dispersed. I was at a petrol station yesterday. I immediately drove out. When I learned it was going to be sold for $870, only for me to get to somewhere, and of course, got it for, drove out again because it was going to be sold for $900. Do we really deserve this? Think twice. Are you the kind of leaders these Nigerians deserve? Are you really doing what is best for us? Are we the kind of followers that should be treated this way? Is it fair? Is it palatable? It is simply ludicrous, pathetic, sad, and just unpalatable. This is not the kind of Nigerians, the kind of Nigeria we want to grow up in or want to live in. And sycophants will be looking for things to say to defend the situation. Are we saying that those in charge of our petroleum issues are too big to be kicked out and do what is needed to be done? Are we lacking the political will? The president is the minister of petroleum in this country. Are we saying we don't have solution to this? NNPCL will be giving us encouraging messages. Major marketers will be saying another thing. Independent marketers will be saying different things.
And we are forever waiting.
And we are forever waiting.
Waiting for Dangote refinery to start selling.
Yes, our refineries production dates have been postponed for more than 6 times. And people are there for the past few years collecting salaries.
Exactly.
Working in a company that is not producing anything.
Akim, I am almost
Dangote come and it's about to be suffocated. It's about to be, I don't know the kind of English to use.
Stories in the newspaper.
Some people just don't want things to work in this country because of the benefit they get from importing fuel. And we are pretending as if all is well.
We are pretending as if everything is okay.
And we are saying on paper that we are growing economically. Now you are saying that you won't sell jerrycan in kegs again because of the smuggling. Is it one keg that I'll bring for my generator or for my car that cannot get to the petrol station? We know those who buy for smuggling. They come with 50. Exactly. They come with 100, and they don't come in daylight. Those petrol stations know them.
Exactly.
Lara,
I am almost sure. I am almost certain.
I'm not in the mood.
I am not driving
I'm not in the mood to introduce you as delectable this morning.
I know. I understand.
But all the same, good morning.
Good morning. I understand the mood very well. I saw my full tank, the car, and I just knew that I am almost sure I am not driving to work tomorrow. I mean, is that really fair? Is it fair? Buying fuel for $870. I bought for $820. I think about 2 weeks ago. I bought almost 28,000 naira worth of fuel at $820 per liter, and it didn't last me for a week. And where did I go to? I didn't even travel out of Abeokuta. I didn't move around too much. I'll just come to work and then go back home. And it didn't last.
Are we asking for too much?
I mean, and that is not
too much.
Do we still
need? We don't need petrol as palliative.
Exactly.
We just need petrol at an affordable price. Where it will be
available to buy. And then the moment NNPC stations
start selling natural resources that we shouldn't be suffering from. Some other countries are not suffering from it. They have it like we have it in Nigeria.
They have crude oil.
Yeah.
And not suffering. But we are suffering on a daily basis. It's just very sad. It is really sad. I just hope that the petrol, the full matter will be attended to immediately. It is very, very unfair on us. We do not deserve this.
We don't.
It is undeserving of us.
We'll take this break.
Yes, let's take a break and we'll
be right back. And of course, let's see what the weather is likely to look like today across the world. Yes, you're welcome. I'm in a better mood now. My name is Abeokuta today, and this is Lara Emmanuel. And we are set to roll on this morning edition, the very first edition in a new week of Morning Dawn, New Dawn rather. And of course, we are headed by Morning Flakes. We go through the tips and bits, pieces from the news, and we call it in the news as packaged by our producer Tunde Shudeke. And I'm starting from this one from my end. The federal government says it will start subsidizing electricity in universities and health institutions under Band A feeders. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, disclosed this in Ibadan, Oyo State. Adelabu, however, said the government will not subsidize private businesses operating in these universities and hospitals. After the federal government removed subsidies from customers categorized as Band A and upgraded their daily electricity supply to a minimum of 20 hours daily, universities and public hospitals cried out that their bills had skyrocketed. This is a good one.
Yeah.
And I agree.
And I hope that it will reflect in the billings of patients and students.
I don't know how they do it, how they're going to do it, subsidizing electricity in universities, federal universities or public universities, and not subsidizing, because I know that in a campus, for example, a whole lot of private businesses run and feed or rely on the electricity supply supplied to the university. So indirectly, if you are subsidizing the university electricity, if care is not taken, you are also subsidizing what they use to do private business. So things should be done
let's stick
properly.
to the fact that
that's what they said they will not do. How they will not do it, I don't know.
No, it's been subsidized, correct. When you get your bills from this government universities and hospitals, you see outrageous amount of money, and you're alarmed. You ask yourself, is this not a public or a government institution? And they tell you, oh, they have to pay for electricity and all that. So now that it is being subsidized, will that reflect?
It should. I think
in the billing?
No, I don't know. I don't know the billings. No, it's about universities now. We are not going to hospitals.
Okay, let's go. Okay,
it's about universities now.
Okay.
So that students will have constant electricity, workers will have constant electricity at no too much high rate.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that they have to think out of the box to make sure that those running private businesses with the campus's electricity don't enjoy such subsidy.
Okay, I get you now. Okay, now to the next one. The United Nations Economic Commission for Africa has said that Africa's sovereign debt has reached a staggering $1 trillion, plunging the continent into a deep fiscal crisis. The Executive Secretary of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, Clover Gateg, issued the warning at the 44th Southern African Development Community Summit in Zimbabwe. He revealed that over a third of African nations are either in or at high risk of debt distress. The crisis, Gateg noted, comes at a time when traditional financial lifelines such as long-term concessional loans, official development assistance, and a foreign direct investment are in sharp decline. Oh my God, Africa! I thought it was just Nigerians in debt. Now
it's a general thing.
It's a general thing, really. But it's just.
And this the excuses spokesperson, unpaid spokesperson, and sacrifice in government bring out on social media to justify hardship that Nigerians are going through. At least it is not only in Nigeria. Why don't you just bear it? Nobody is saying Nigerians cannot bear all those things. Nigerians can bear. I know God does. We are special creatures, but let it be seen that even those asking us to bear it,
we are in it together.
We are in it together. From body languages that we're seeing now, we are not in it together. All right, we move ahead very quickly, and of course go to the next story, which is from Ogun State. The governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has reiterated his administration's commitment to empowering the youth to engender national development. The governor also disclosed that the transformation of Nigeria to a more prosperous nation is hinged on the unleashing of the abundant potentials in the youth of the country. The governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Oluwaseun Fagbayi, disclosed this during the 2024 annual public lecture and mega gyration of the Kegite Club, Ogun Hemisphere, held in collaboration with Kegite Club of Eko Hemisphere at June 12 Cultural Center, Kutu, Abeokuta, the state capital. Governor Abeokuta lauded the club for preservation of the country's culture, for also providing guidance for the teeming youths. You are carried. You don't know. Okay, you are a comrado. I'll see your tail. Anyway, let's move ahead.
No, I mean, in such cases, this is the time where you get to say, Kim gets to say that he's also a youth.
It's not about you. We have some elderly people that no.
Okay.
The Kegite Club have some members. Once you are a member, you continue to be a member. You are fellow for so long, and of course XYZ, infinity, blah 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 blah. And once in a while, when you come together for this kind of generation, you exhibit the vibe.
The vibe.
And that must have been
exhibited. And you definitely have that vibe.
Yeah.
You know, when you marry with them, you will feel the vibe, really.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, still talking about Ogun State, the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, has pleaded with the operatives of the Nigerian Customs Service to be civil with market women and men regarding complaints of invasion of shops and warehouses in markets across the state. Traders in the state had accused customs officers of breaking into their shops and warehouses in a bid to search for smuggled goods. The governor, according to a statement by his chief press secretary, Lekon Adeniro, made the appeal while receiving the Comptroller General of Customs, Mr. Dewale Adeniyi, in his office. Governor Abiodun stressed that while there are bound to be some unscrupulous individuals who could be found wanting about the issue of smuggling, he insisted that a majority of the people in the state are law-abiding. He explained that the purpose of peaceful engagement and economic development in the state, there is a need for peaceful interaction between the security agencies and the traders.
Yeah, of course, they breaking into their shops breaking into the shops like thieves in the middle of the night is a no-no for me.
It's a no-no too.
If you know that you are doing something legal, during the daytime, are we also saying that the ones in the shops...
And I think that the traders also have a right to be there while you search their shops.
Yes, and tell them why these are smuggled goods.
Yeah,
exactly. Are you saying that the one in the shops of your wives too...
And they also deserve to see a search warrant.
Are not smuggled goods? I saw a Senate sitting, I don't know when it was held, where a former controller of custom was actually the chairman of so and so, and he was lambasting the custom officers on this issue. That once you allow these rights to escape the border and get to these shops, then you leave them and you wait for them and you plan for proper security strategy next time, because they will still come back.
They'll come back for
and
more.
then it is then that you get hold of them at their proper place, not when it has escaped and had gotten to the legitimate markets, that you now come like thieves in the night and burst into these shops and cut away these things. It's not just acceptable.
It is not acceptable, because the moment they leave, do they lock back the shops?
Because these people are poor people who are trying to make it. Well, nobody is saying that smuggling is right. But the system the custom officers are also using to actually break down this issue is wrong. That's what we're saying. All right.
Okay.
We move ahead very quickly. We go to this one from my end. A team of 23 Russian engineers have been in the country touring the Abeokuta steel plant to assess. Wow. When you deal with machines, at times some of these things happen. Let me try to get the story again from my system. All right. Good. A team of 23 Russian engineers have been in the country touring the Abeokuta steel plant to assess what needs to be done to